Because he had it in either the first four or the last four, but he didn't have them for both.
Correct.
Like they switched. So I don't recall which one it was though. But yeah, there was like a good half and a bad half where like he just completely bashed the Senate.
Hey, look, this doesn't take up the entirety of my computer resources. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be much lighter too. It started as like some kind of French company and then got bought by somebody.
We.
Like that.
Oh,
Bonjour.
So I'm just looking at the bit rates. It is only uploading 137 kilobytes per second. So I'm going to
Perfect.
record just in case.
actually, it's not bad. I could just do that too, just for the hell. Well, let's see. Can I?
Pass.
I would just hate for something to.
Cody's is the only one we don't have audio for. That did happen with Craig recorded, or he didn't record.
Yeah, I remember that.
It just cut out recently some of what, like, there's like 5 seconds of silence where Cody was speaking, and you could only hear me like breathing on the most recent episode that dropped.
That's really funny. So, Cody, what do you think of that? Oh, there's full. Wait a minute. How come full screen? Oh, man,
Yeah,
I want it to go
exactly
a little
what's
bigger.
happening.
Oh shit! No way. No
They are
shit.
saving resources.
So check this out. Inside the window, I tried Control scroll wheel to like zoom like a web page. It works reverse. I go down, and I can actually make you guys huge. That is cool.
Oh yeah.
That's
I wish
weird.
that worked in the bedroom.
Oh, got him.
Oh snap!
When we use Discord, I cannot stream to Twitch because this computer is just not powerful enough since Discord takes all the resources. But Jitsi, I can.
Yeah, I mean, if we like it, we could stick with it. I kind of like it so far.
Oh wait,
So
they
far,
have a
I
start
haven't heard the
recording
fart
button.
sound.
What the hell?
Hold on.
Where do you see a start recording button?
It's
Oh,
in
I
there.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna send it
I-
in my Dropbox.
Oh,
and
they have a
just
start
use
live
it.
stream. Share a
I don't have
YouTube
a
video.
Dropbox.
Start live stream.
Yeah.
You can manage video quality. Oh, it says high definition.
Under this little shield in the bottom right, you can set security like a password. This way, people just can't join if they know the name of the channel. You can manage the quality. I guess you can start live streaming it on here too. I don't know
I'm
if
gonna go
that's
post this to Reddit right now.
it's nice.
See how many
Yeah, right.
people join.
Could you freaking imagine? We should try that one just for fun, just see what happens. Watch nobody joins.
I'm ready
Excuse
to
me.
roll.
How
Stream
is my
manager.
email already taken?
I signed you
That's
up.
what you get
It's
for-
not my it's not my Gmail. It's legitimately like my own email that I have through 365.
You
Like,
probably logged or plugged in one of those fake flash drives. China now has your OneDrive or
Did
your.
you get a
whatever it
terabyte
is.
flash drive and you plugged it in? I knew it.
and that's the thing. Like
Nice.
I check all my emails on that account, and I do not receive emails from Dropbox. So like I don't understand like how I even have an account.
I love how your connection right now says non-optimal.
Mine.
Where do you
when
see
I
that?
hover over people, when you hover up, when you hover up, I'm doing too many things at once. He's got a little yellow
Oh, yeah.
3-bar thing when you hover over his video.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Oh yeah, because my up bit rate is 644. Well, that's for everything, I assume.
Could be.
Yeah, no, Cody. Yeah, all of you are green except me. What the fuck? Oh, wait. I
Classic
turned on my
Jitsi.
computer for the first time. I guarantee you Steam is trying to download updates.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you mean it's not
Nope.
one of your virtual
A is
servers?
gone.
It's taking up the
Nope,
right
A
server?
is back.
Recording is on.
Ooh, recording is on.
whoa,
Nice.
Recording is on.
We usually have to
Recording
hear
is on.
stupid Craig Mann voice.
You went
Uh-oh.
green.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, don't click background blur. Don't do it.
Oh, I tried it. It slows everything down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It says beta anyway, so I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna mess with
Yeah,
that.
maybe that's
NVIDIA
not good.
broadcast. I already have a blurred background.
Hell yeah. Oh, now Cody's non-optimal.
I'm trying to turn it off.
Cody, stop being that non-optimal. It keeps
It's like
telling me
a 12-second delay in terms of disabling this. Disable. There we go.
a couple times. Also, you might get the thing that pops up. Your microphone is noisy, and then you have to just close it out. It's like, yeah, I freaking know. Shut up.
Okay, I can go back to. Oh, I need to turn off or move my cell phone away from this computer. Oh, Cody's went red for a second.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm playing around with stuff right now.
Oh, kinky.
Guys, we can share YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what I've always wanted to do.
No, YouTube's the best.
Cody's back to green.
Yay.
Hey.
Does my quality, like, can you tell that it's yellow?
Yeah.
That it's not?
It's just the
okay.
video. The audio quality sounds fine. Oh, now you're red.
Oh.
I'm literally not doing anything.
I never tell my watch that I stopped working out, so it's been going 20 minutes.
Who's knocking?
Not me.
I hear something here, but it doesn't sound very loud. I don't know. Oh, you know what this doesn't have is I guess the background noise cancellation, or maybe it does.
So you
Let me look.
only have knocking in the background and we didn't know because of Discord.
Let's,
Yeah.
I like it.
let's see. Manage video.
That always happens.
It's got to be under
Are you
audio
raising your
quality,
hand?
right?
Austin would
Why
like
does
to
it
speak.
say
Austin
Austin would like to
Because
speak?
Cody named himself Austin.
Did you hit the little hand in the lower?
Yeah.
That's Ray's hand.
Did it confuse you?
Oh, can I raise hand?
I'm like, I'm not clicking anything. What's going on?
Oh, that's funny.
Will it
Okay,
let
we
me
ready to
raise
do
hand?
this? We are
Sure,
19
yeah.
minutes into the
You did it
episode,
too many
so-
times, and now I can't see when I
Oh,
raised
I have
hand.
ad blocker on. It's probably blocking some of their connections.
Oh, I have ad blocker on too. Let me pause on this.
I
site.
don't have ad blocker on.
I do.
I
Ooh, there's a
actually.
chat.
Do you use an ad blocker?
Yeah.
Uno momento.
Oh,
I like when he leaves. It went.
He just,
Pew.
he just like poofed out like a
Yeah,
magician.
Jitsy's where it's at.
Mark,
Just is
do
pretty
you,
cool, right?
Do you use ad blocker in all seriousness?
No.
Recording as
Oh
well.
wait, do I? It's probably
I
just
do.
on in the background.
Yeah,
I
I,
don't know
can't
what I have
imagine
running.
working without an ad blocker.
I do. And I also customize my own host file.
Oh, look at you go! I don't know how to do that. I just install the one that
Extensions.
tracks all my information and sells
Huh.
it to China.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I just find nefarious sites and I throw them in my host file to block them.
I
It's all text. It's a text file. It's nothing.
I really want to find a nefarious site. Can you send me one?
It's fun. I can send you a whole list. I'll send you my host file and you can see all the nefarious.
Hey,
it's green now.
Every single one of them.
But frozen. Oh, so it's
I'm
green though.
green.
Yay.
Do 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 do.
Okay.
do.
Now that I can stream to Twitch again, which I could not do. I didn't put down. Oh, I just wrote the word "hey" in the intro part.
Hey.
Girl,
Hey. That's what I wrote.
hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
So
Bye,
what did
Felicia.
we do? Oh, Dave is yellow. What did we do this week?
I beat Cyberpunk.
You beat
Really?
it?
You beat it?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Huh.
I binged it over the break, and after
Damn.
55 hours, I think I beat it. Yeah. I did.
Was it
all
was
the
it
side
worthy?
missions I could do. No,
Was it
it's
worthy of all the complaints? Is what I was
Oh,
gonna say.
I mean, I had so many
Yeah.
bugs.
How many
and,
penises did you see?
A lot because my clothes. Well, no, they wouldn't slip through. It's just there are missions that take your clothes off, and you don't realize it
Oh.
until you're walking
Wow.
around.
I thought I was the only
kinky.
one. Like I would just like be in the desert. I'd wake up in the desert and I would just have no clothing on.
Yeah,
like I'd
because
just
they
be.
do-
I was like, what the hell is this?
Certain
is
missions too, where they put other armor on you, and they don't tell you that, and then you're running around trying to kill things, and they start killing you, and you're like, oh, it's because I'm wearing a short skirt and a bra. Like, it's the game. I would not recommend it to anyone right now. It's not worth spending the time through the bugs. Wait until they get things ironed out because you're not missing it. It's not a multiplayer or live service game. Just wait.
Right.
I wish I would have waited.
Yeah.
I saw a YouTube video that said Cyberpunk, and it said something about the tweaks and mods you can do right now to have to
Mhm.
enjoy the game. I'm like, oh, well, that's great.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
a bunch of dumb things that frustrate me. The game, they acted like it was so much more than what it was going to be, and I still respect them for making a game, but the open world, or sorry, the decisions that you get to make, it's literally like it gives you two prompts. It'll say, yeah, I want to eat that, or yeah, that sounds really yummy. they're the same exact answer, just worded differently, and they pose no different response from the NPCs. So
Mark, you have to rip
Or-
when he said, "Man, yeah, I want to eat that."
I want to
Oh.
eat that.
You have to rip that out of the.
I'll say it.
Somebody else rip
We
it
can do a
out.
recording session later with it.
We should have like just record all sorts of little. We could have a
Yeah,
show.
I saw Austin was playing it. I think you have like 20, 30 hours in.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't played it too much, but you know exactly what you're saying. Like the storyline, like I thought it was gonna be a lot more like you choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
And like exactly what you said. You have yes, yes, and no. If you hit no, the NPC you're talking to is like, are you sure?
Yeah. And then,
And
it
then
gives
they
you another
basically
prompt
force you
to
into
say,
going yes anyway.
oh my gosh, yes. I was so frustrated. Now I will say, like, some of the beginning missions, really cool. Like, it looks like they did a really good job on them. But everything else, for like 90% of the game, they're all very basic, no story, no choice game things. And then everyone's like, oh, there's like 50 different endings you can do. I don't know what ending I got, but it was stupid. There was
Classic.
nothing. There was no climax to it at all. It was like, I'm like, I don't know what I chose wrong. Then my game was glitching out, and on my screen, it would have Johnny's voice subtitles the entire time. So it essentially just, I don't know. I'm venting. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
Onward, what did everyone else do? Hopefully not play that.
I can mute Dave, and I just did.
Why would you mute him? He's been so patient.
I can't unmute Dave. He has to unmute himself.
Rude.
like that.
Yeah.
It says you've been muted by Mark. You can always unmute. Okay.
Oh, it narcs. That sucks.
Narcs on you.
Yeah.
I watched a bunch of TV, a bunch of terrible movies too. What did I see? Oh, I watched what the hell is it called? Fat Man. Did you guys see Fat
I
Man?
thought that was supposed to be pretty good. I haven't seen it.
It was
but-
that was actually one of the better ones. Yeah, it actually wasn't too bad, but a bunch. I wiped most of them from my memory. But
Thanks, Obama.
what else did I watch? I don't even.
Wonder Woman?
Oh, yeah. I watched Wonder
Oh.
Woman, and it was awful.
Awful.
I have not seen it. I'm not a big
Terrible.
DC
Yeah.
fan. So
I liked the first one.
It's good.
Pretty well,
First
yeah.
was great.
This one was so bad. Not good. Not
No.
good at all.
I watched the latest episode of The
No.
Stand. No,
I've not seen The Stand.
The
Uh-uh.
Stand on something. I don't remember what service. It's on a service. My wife started writing down the things that we watched because she wanted to tell her sister or something, so she wrote them all down. We watched Greenland.
That.
Don't know that.
It's what's his name, Gerard Butler.
Ooh.
They have to escape to Greenland because the world is getting hit by meteors, and Greenland's the only place where they're going to have like almost no meteors hitting because of the way they're falling or something, and it's safe there. They're going to go underground and then repopulate the earth or whatever. And
Oh, yeah, they are.
it had some pretty decent parts to it. It wasn't terrible, but it's typical end of the world type movie. We got to get to the planes and whatever. I didn't care. I think that's about it. Just watch a bunch of TV movies. And then
Nice.
played my normal Daisy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't remember what I did. Probably not anything.
Probably nothing interesting.
Yeah, we had those couple short weeks at work, and that means the end of year was rough, and the beginning of the year is very busy and rough as well. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about working in a school district is that the
It's not the end
calendar
of it.
year means
Yeah.
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yep, that's pretty nice.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
I
pull
got
up my
back from
stuff.
vacation. Went out
Me
to
too.
Oh, yeah.
Virginia. So
Yeah, you didn't notify us. We thought you were
I
Yeah.
just died.
That was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, rest
Well, it
in
always
peace.
scares me because Mark likes to say "rip Dave, rip Austin," and like one day it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Well,
gonna feel
yeah.
guilty.
For all of us.
I'm gonna
For
die. One of you guys
everybody.
are gonna look me up on an obituary somewhere. And it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, well.
Oh, I guess he's not coming on the show.
Like all we do is complain on the episode about how you're not here, and then we finally look it up.
Oh,
Where is-
I know what I did. I started to knit.
I saw
knitting
that.
now.
Yes.
I knit things.
I saw you knit.
The first thing's not very good, but I started a new thing and it's perfect so far. So it's hard to. do.
Austin 2.0 will be proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you meant to type this. It's like, oh yeah, sorry, autocorrect. That was hilarious.
That was
So I've been knitting. Oh, we did. I made a very difficult, like not super, like easy go lucky D&D game, but that's just because the next one will be very fun and easy. So I was like,
Are you
I'm
referencing ours
gonna
or
punish
yours?
yours. I'm gonna punish them this week, and next week it'll be really fun.
That's funny.
So that was good.
yeah.
And now Cody, what is your game called?
Cyberpunk.
No, he's
Ready to brew.
Ready to brew. It doesn't have a game name.
Oh, that.
These
Oh,
ones
you
are going to
haven't
be
come
kind
up
of
with
tough.
one?
Ready to
Oh
brew.
no!
No, some of
No.
them will be easy. So who's pouring? Who went first? Dave, you're going to go first this time.
I
Sure.
think I did last time.
Okay, Dave, for your first question. Microsoft's Minecraft Earth game is doing what on June 30th, 2021? It's scheduled to do what on June 30th, 2021? I wrote 2020, but that's obviously not right.
Minecraft Earth.
Yeah, it's like the Pokemon Go, but Minecraft. Your kid played
Okay.
it for a day.
Is that the AR one?
Yes.
Okay.
So something big is happening on June 30th, 2021 to the service.
Sure, but I'll say they're going free to play.
They are shutting down completely.
Really?
Whoa.
Shutting down the servers and deleting all data on June 30th, 2021.
Why is that? I wonder. I guess it's not doing well.
They said because of COVID, no one's going outside. Pokemon Go adjusted their business model and made it so that you don't have to go outside. But Minecraft Earth did not stick with that.
Damn.
I wish that there was a way for like it just to like everything else, this Jitsi, for it to show the speaker, the person who's speaking. I can choose whoever, but I can't figure out a way for it to do that.
To show. Oh, well, that's. I think the little grid, right? Can't you
No. Oh, yeah, it does. It's just delayed.
just click the grid? It's delayed behind by like a half a second when the person starts to
It
speak.
shows that you're talking to me, but it doesn't. Like it
Yeah,
shows it in a little box. It doesn't show. It never brings you full screen to me.
No, hold on. Stay on that. Now that I'm talking, it should end up
Yeah.
transitioning to me.
It was you. It's you right now.
Okay. Dave?
Now I'll talk, and it should switch to me now, right? Because when you guys talk, it
It switches to me. Yeah.
Maybe it's something for the
toggling
presenter.
to the grid and then toggling back.
You have one pinned. Are any of them blue on the bottom right? You
I
have
don't know how to do
unclick.
that.
So if it's got a blue border, it means that it's pinned.
How do you unpin it?
Just click it again.
No, even if you unpin it, it still stays on the person. So you have to go to the grid and then go back in.
yeah. When I'm in the grid, it flips. Nice.
Yeah,
It's fairly nice.
My grid's working well.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's
Yeah.
doing it. It doesn't show
Okay.
me. I'm never forefront because I'm the one that's doing the. Okay, but anyway, for right now, it's fine.
It won't switch
Okay.
to me for me either. So I still see the last person that spoke, which was you, and then the next person that talks, it's going to switch to them.
Correct. Okay.
Figure
Dave,
it out.
for your second question, IKEA now has mock what that will allow you to see if your what will fit in their furniture. So it's the same what. Hey, this is a tough one.
Penis.
Okay.
They
well,
have mock what?
mock something to
So,
see
like,
if something
fake-
fits in
yeah.
something.
Okay, how about so they have fake somethings to see if they'll fit in your TV console. Is that better?
Yeah, I mean fake TVs.
Nope. You want
Okay.
to take one more guess?
No.
I don't know. I actually can't really think of anything.
They have mock PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series
jeez.
X's because they're so big.
Yeah, they are.
You need to buy specific furniture for
That's
them.
actually pretty funny. I was gonna say for fun because it was IKEA. I was gonna say meatballs, but you know.
Nice try. Nice try. I like their yogurt.
Yeah.
Oh, update on the PlayStation 5 for me, guys. Still don't have one. So that's pretty
Rip.
cool.
So that's cool. Yeah.
Austin.
Oh wait, let me restart it. And also, you know what the fun thing is? I wasn't recording the soundboard that whole time, so
No.
No.
I
Yeah,
am starting
you get to
now.
manually
Ready
place
to
it in
brew.
production. That's
Yeah,
great.
that sucks. Like
Okay.
the old days.
Austin, for your two questions, these are also difficult. Your first one, following Quibi's shutdown in December, what streaming media player hardware company is now in talks to purchase the platform's content? So what streaming media player hardware company is in talks to purchase Quibi's content?
I have a guess.
So I have no idea what Quibi is. I don't know if it's like a streaming.
It was like a channel, like its own little Netflix, but it was 15-minute shows or something.
Yeah, it was Netflix, but they were supposed to be on
Okay.
like mobile devices and stuff, but they got a lot of really big actors signed on, and then they shut down after a few months.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
I have a guess.
I was thinking that you were talking like Twitch hardware, like the what's it called, the Elgato Stream Deck or something. Like they
Oh.
acquired somebody like that.
Nope. So this is so
Um,
Quibi's a streaming service, but what streaming media player hardware company? Hardware company.
Roku.
There you go. Get it. I had to.
Oh.
That was my guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is where it gets hard.
Oh,
This
And
is
it
where
blows my mind. Ticketmaster has agreed to pay $10 million
I heard
after
that.
they admitted to hacking into what? This blows my mind that American companies can still
I don't
like
get
can
it.
get away with this.
Yeah. No.
What? So Ticketmaster, the company, like the
The
huge
big-
ticket
The
sales.
big corporation
Evil people.
planned and executed to hack into what? They actually hacked into this, and they caught and admitted all of it.
They hacked into another company, like
You
another
got it.
ticket sales
Yes, that's
company.
good.
But I have no
Independent.
idea what a yeah.
They hired one of the like IT people from another ticket selling company, and they they agreed to get all of his passwords, and then they used his passwords to destroy the other company from the inside out. Like literal like hack attack.
Sabotage.
It's insane.
Yeah.
They're just
hell?
paying $10 million, and everyone's just gonna act like it's cool. Okay,
Yep.
sorry. That was
That's
those. These are really
insane.
tough.
I heard a podcast about Ticketmaster, and they've been awful since the beginning.
They're all.
Yeah.
They should.
Terrible.
Ticketmaster should not exist. They're horrendous.
They're a
Agreed.
horrendous company.
I have to
Okay.
go to the grid view so that I can be seen.
Ready to brew.
Ooh, ready
Mark,
to-
for your first question, you'll probably know this one.
Will
What
I?
law regarding online speech was a topic of debate when discussing the future stimulus and defense bill?
What? What law? Is it the
Yeah.
name of a law?
It's what?
third one.
It's a section.
The Bill of Rights?
No, you're so much better about news. I'm shocked. Section 230. Does that ring a bell?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No.
No. Yes.
Never mind then.
I always try to time it with myself. No.
Wow, I truly expected you, of all people, to know that
No
because
idea.
you're like very into politics.
No idea.
Okay. Our second question: investors are suing CD Projekt Red over the rough launch of what hyped video game?
Is the one you were just talking about?
What's it called, Mark?
Cyberpunk something?
What year is it based in?
2077.
Hey, there you go. Boom, boom, boom.
I had to think really hard about that.
You did great. I'm glad. I mean, I'm sad you didn't
Nailed
put
it.
any thought into the first one, but whatever.
Could have come up
No.
with any number.
Yeah. Well,
That took
17.
way longer than it should have. Well, it's because we also were discussing Jitsi.
oh yeah. Let's do our Reddit stories. Where are they? Is a question that I have for myself.
Ooh.
I only
it
found a
grow?
couple. we talked a lot about other nonsense stuff, and I haven't read these before. I'm reading them now.
Ooh, spooky.
Technomancer 13 wrote this 8 hours ago. I work in a public middle school, maintaining most of the technology in the building. I'm effectively responsible for any and all technology outside of the walls, but not the ceiling. Most of the classrooms utilize a combination of an iPad and Apple TV, and a projector so the instructor can have easy high-tech teaching at their fingertips. Recently, IT made an update to the Wi-Fi certificates that effectively broke the Apple TVs, and since not all teachers use their Apple TVs, wastes of funds in my opinion, but I digress, we have been working to resolve the Wi-Fi issues as teachers complain. So as they complain, you're one by one. Okay, anyway. Today's story is about one of those complaints. I had a teacher who'd been following the news in regards to getting the Apple TVs fixed email me asking if there was an update on getting them fixed because she absolutely needed her Apple TV working. I tell her I have a means to fix it and I'll swing by her classroom. When I get to her classroom, the teacher's nowhere to be found, and neither is her Apple TV. All the classrooms have a small panel on the wall for data, video, and network, and I couldn't find any outbound cabling at all. When the teacher came back, the following conversation ensued. Hey, I'm looking for your Apple TV, and I can't seem to find it. Oh, I have it in here. Teacher proceeds to open a drawer where her Apple TV is unplugged from video network and power. How long has your Apple TV been in your drawer? I'm not sure, a while, but I can't get it to work with the projector. Well, it won't work in there. It needs to be set up and connected to the projector. That's how my morning went. I hope yours is going better.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, though. Just sitting in a drawer and works.
Yeah, it could. I mean, it could be wired in a drawer, but it can't be unplugged from
It
everything.
still needs power.
I don't understand how schools and companies can function running off of pure
Wi-Fi?
like, Apple stuff.
Yeah,
Well, not
I
only
don't.
that, but like Apple stuff, like
It
your
doesn't-
Wi-Fi certificate breaks. Oh, I better walk down there to go fix it because I can't just push an update to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No bueno.
I haven't read this one either. Halasa wrote this story.
Sure.
From over 20 years ago, so before Austin was born, my husband. my
I'm
husband.
24 for the record. I
So
was
it
4
could
years
be.
old.
It could be before you were born. If it was over 20 years ago and that number is greater than 24. My husband and I were visiting his mom and her husband, and they invited a friend of theirs over. The friend especially wanted to meet us as he'd heard that we both worked with computers, in quotes. The friend explained that he had bought a computer the other year. When he needed to type in a capital letter, I hate this. When he needed to type in a capital letter, he'd hit the caps lock button, type that letter, and then hit caps lock again, and this worked. But he said he had a question about that. Okay, we said in an encouraging manner. He had found that when he worked with a typewriter that he could hold down the shift key, press a letter, and then the letter would be a capital letter.
Typewriter.
We both nodded. The question, he continued, was whether or not the computer would also work the same way as the typewriter did, in that if he held down the shift key on the computer and typed a letter, would it also capitalize a letter?
Ouch.
I have regretted for years and years now not answering with, thank God you didn't try that, the whole thing would have exploded. As it was, we told him that yes, the computer keyboard would indeed work the same way as the typewriter keyboard would. He nodded sagely, and we continued to talk about how these computers are very interesting.
I still
I love
know
that.
quite a few people that do that. Like when I'll see they're typing in their password or something. Not that, like I'm trying to watch, but they just caps lock, caps lock, caps lock. What?
That makes no sense.
I agree.
I have no
I
words
had
for
one
that.
more. Another one I haven't read. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll be as fun as that one. Abs in the Angler, or Absinthe Angler, but it's not spelled correctly for absinthe. Anyway, my previous tech support job was for a company that was essentially a filing cabinet. The users had files. We had custom software for retrieving, sorting, and storing those files. Some of the companies we worked with were too large to notice some problems in a timely manner. One such occasion, the system designed to bring files to our servers had been down for 6 months, and 500,000 billable items had not been transferred. To keep this from happening, I recreated the entire transfer system from scratch, made sure it had all the bells and whistles, and spent 3 hours making sure everything went across with the process index files and was being sorted correctly on the other end. Everything was working fine. 2 weeks later, they told me it was broken with a screenshot that showed the files had stopped sending 5 minutes after I'd closed out the ticket. I beat myself up for a bit because I obviously missed something despite spending so much time on the solution. The second I log into their server, the files started moving again. I hadn't opened anything. I just looked at the folders where the files were being held, which had been opened by the customer's tech to open the ticket. Now, whenever someone asks me, well, how did you fix that? And I have no idea or just don't want to explain it, I tell them that computers are magic and follow up with this story.
Computers are mad.
It does happen a lot, and I'm sure it happens to the three of you as well, where someone will say, hey, I'm having computer issues, and you'll walk over and it just magically fixes itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We call it FM.
Yeah.
What's
Fucking
that? Oh, nice.
It's FM.
So I've had something similar happen. Like I do a lot of scripting work and like automation and stuff.
Hmm.
And there was this one time where I made a script and I told it to look at an admin account to like run it, but I specified that the user had to be logged in order to use it. And I did not realize that for days. And I
Yeah.
was like trying to figure out like why my code didn't work. It's working when I run it manually, but when it's scheduled, it doesn't work at all. So
It happens.
maybe it was something like that. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Who knows?
Classic. And that's it for that part. Now I will do our breaking news. I don't know if this will be very loud or not. I'm turning it down a little bit.
Breaking news.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
sharp.
loud.
That was
Very
down.
sharp.
Sharp.
Yeah, it hurts like it cuts my ears.
January 5th of what year? The first color newsreel seen by movie theater audiences in the United States is presented showing clips from the Tournament of Roses parade and the Rose Bowl football game shot just 4 days earlier. The entire newsreel is available on YouTube now, although inexplicably the date listed on the video states a different year.
Really?
1948.
Color news?
I have no idea when color or black and white changed.
Let's see. I'm going to say 19. I'm going to go a little higher. Just say 1960.
Good choice.
Probably higher, but I don't care.
No, that's good. That's good.
See what happens.
Gosh.
That's tough.
I'm gonna go higher.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go like 1972 because I think the moon landing was broadcast over the TV, and I'm pretty sure it was in black and white. I
Yeah,
don't
that's true,
remember
which would
though.
be-
I mean,
That's why I'm just
space is-
shooting a little bit
space is
past that.
Right. So.
One of you is exactly correct.
What?
What?
Whoa.
The correct answer is 1948.
Whoa!
Cody got
What?
one for the first time in his life.
On
That's
the
actually,
nose.
yeah, that's probably the first time in any
Nailed
of these episodes that I've got it spot on like that.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit more and see if that helps.
Breaking news.
That's a little better.
That is sharp.
Not as sharp.
Less sharp.
January 4th of what year? Making sure I had the year here because it's weighted out, but it's also, I was rushing and it was much smaller than normal. Hewlett-Packard introduces the first handheld scientific calculator, the HP 35. The precision of the calculator was greater than most mainframe computers of its time. For such a technological achievement, the name of the calculator simply derived from the fact that it has 35 buttons. I wonder if they had to use the calculator to figure that out, this article says. January 4th of what year was the first handheld scientific calculator released?
I'm not going first.
Scientific calculator.
1948.
That sounds familiar. I'm going to say 1955.
I'm gonna say 1949.
The correct answer is
What did I say?
nine.
I couldn't remember my answer.
1972.
Wow, that was
So
really-
close, yet such a nerd.
So we had color TV before we had handheld scientific calculators.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I didn't get any Yahoo answers, so we can look at the top one. Have you ever been permanently banned by Facebook?
No,
Nope.
No,
No.
not,
No.
never even
racist.
temporarily.
No.
yeah.
No.
Which
I don't-
antivirus is better, McAfee or Malwarebytes?
Malware bites.
Malwarebytes.
Malwarebytes. Yeah.
McAfee was like, I don't know if it still is, but it was essentially like a virus that you just couldn't ever, like Norton was at one point the same. You could not uninstall it. It was
It's
there, and
so
you could
difficult, yeah.
maybe disable it. It would still take system resources, and you were not
Yeah.
allowed to uninstall or delete it. That was real bad times.
So enterprise antivirus is almost as hard as that.
Ugh.
Like we have a piece, I'm not going to say the name because, reasons, but like you have to go into registry, toggle a value, and then you can stop a service that then allows you to uninstall it. Like you have to go super admin level to go up and over it and then pull it back from the inside out.
We use Trend Micro, and
Yeah.
to disable that, you need a special admin password. You can unload it and you can turn it off. We actually have other software that if you don't uninstall, you can turn it off, stop the service. It doesn't matter. If the software sees that it's there, it won't install. It just cuts out. You don't. We figured it out after like a month. But so we have to uninstall that, install the program, and then install Trend Micro over the top. Big, huge pain in the ass.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Works though, I guess.
Yahoo Answers user Anonymous asks, does this smell fishy to you like a scam? And then to me, it does not. So I'm selling a laptop online. Oh, we'll call them Jamaica asks, I'm selling a laptop online that I got as a gift. Okay. Someone emails me asking if it's new, even though I state in the ad even though I state that it is in the ad. Okay. Basically, I guess it is new. He puts that in the ad. But that person wants him to photograph the specs on the box to him. I have hundreds of positive feedback, so I'm wary of him doubting me. Could it be some sort of a scam?
No.
No, unless you
Asking for the spec, like I don't know how that would be.
specs. No, bless you. Serial number, MAC ID,
Yeah, that would
maybe
be-
IMEI, that
that's a
kind
little
of stuff.
fishy.
I would black out. Other than that, no, specs are fine.
Yeah, that's
As
a
long
very
as you
good
don't give the Dell service tag, you're good.
Tell service
Yeah.
tags, another thing. Yeah.
I don't find any other real good ones.
Wow. We must, like, Discord must do a lot of background filtering because I just heard water running.
Yeah, I
Oh.
heard that too. I don't know where it was from. Not from.
It-
I was like,
it's
here.
me.
Are
I
you
have,
He's
no, I
peeing.
have fish tanks in my office.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. What kind of fish is there?
Yeah, I want to know. Are they goldfish?
Cichlids.
Ah,
African cichlids.
we had one. I had a cichlid for 17 years until he passed away.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah, wow.
They live a while.
Yeah, up to 20 years it says.
Hmm.
That's why I got them. And then I have 3, but I want to get more, but I have a 55-gallon tank behind me along the wall that I need to put on a stand and fill up so that I can get more.
Sweet.
This person, what is their name? Has a very easy question to answer. Floyd asks, I'm having a problem with my computer. It seems to drain battery super fast. I do not have a lot on it, and I even went through my task manager. I saw my computer went from 90% to 19 in less than an hour, and from 19% to dead. Any tips?
I mean, I don't know how old it is. But
Never leave it plugged in all the time.
Yeah.
But that you got to do that before the problem happens, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unless
that's
you don't
true.
want to use the battery ever. If you only ever use it plugged in, then that's fine. But
Yeah. Well,
It
if you
also
can
could
take the
catch fire.
battery out and leave it plugged in,
yeah,
fine.
that'd be good.
That'd be great. My old laptop was able to just slide it out and then just put it on the side.
yeah, I would consider getting a new battery at this point.
Yeah. I
Hopefully.
get a new battery, but then, definitely don't leave it plugged in. Although,
No.
like brand new laptops, I think that problem is probably resolved. Like they have like really smart battery controllers that know, like,
Yeah.
hey, let me just trickle charge it. That way it doesn't kill the battery.
Yeah.
Um,
My wife's laptop, there's a setting on it.
Yeah.
It's just default that only charges the battery to, I think,
60
90%.
or 90 and then down to 60
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, and it just goes through the cells in the battery and drains them and then opens them back or charges them.
My old laptop, the battery would pop up and say, do you want to, there was like software on there for the battery that came with the device. And it said, oh, do you want to turn on conversion mode? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. So first few times I'm like, no, close it. I'm fine. And then after a while I go, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea. I read about what it was on there, and it was that it would get it up to 90, 95, and then drain it down to, I think, between 50 and 60, and then would start going back up again if you left it plugged in. So I said, yeah, sure, when I'm browsing the web or whatever. But I leave it plugged in when I play games, otherwise, because that drains it pretty quick.
Yeah.
But other than that.
And then lastly, since I just found one, Voltron5238 asks, does each computer have its own copy of Windows? For example, when you go to a computer store to buy a custom computer, does each computer they build have its own serial number for Windows? I'm just wondering how the store can sell a computer with Windows already installed on it. Do they buy special licenses or something?
That was weird. Yes, they all have their own copy of Windows.
Austin
Sorry.
was kicked by
Firefox
Austin.
crashed. There was 2 of me.
Oh.
That was really weird. I was like, I saw another window pop up. I'm like, I recognize everybody, but
People use Firefox still?
I still
You
like
know-
Firefox. I prefer Chrome and Brave.
Yeah. I like Firefox for the security just because they're innovators, although their performance is lackluster. So, like, Chrome eats your RAM, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But I like not being tracked. So,
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Windows 10 keys or just operating system keys, it depends. Like on a custom PC, you're typically going to have like a physical key you're going to want to make note of. But on a pre-built system from a manufacturer like Dell or HP, from my understanding, the keys are built into like some chip on the motherboard, right?
Not on the ones we get, no.
no.
Because Mark and I had never had to use keys. We would put SSDs in there and format to Windows 10. We never had to put a key in. It just knew from the device. Same with my PC here. So I have my Alienware. If I were to put a brand new, NVMe drive in there, which would be completely wiped, no data on there, and I plug in a Windows 10 bootable, it'll boot up and automatically pull the license key from something. I don't know what.
I would imagine at an office you'd have a KMS, right? Was it a KMS? Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have a KMS at our old office.
On the golden image that I deployed, I put in at some point we had a volume license, and I just put that into the golden image. So
That's not good.
to
Good thing we don't work there anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way of doing it. Otherwise, you have a KMS, and basically it reaches out to Microsoft, and it keeps track of the device, the unique identifier of the device, and then it activates on that. But in retail, it goes off of the hardware ID of the machine. So you can have up to 2 parts change at any given time before the hardware ID is reset. So you can change the RAM out, you can change the hard drive out, and you'd be fine. But the moment that you swap your CPU or your motherboard, it no longer works. You cannot use the same installation, and it will not pull through because it's no longer considered the same computer anymore after you swap either of those 2 parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm looking through Dell forums, and they're saying it's actually stored in the BIOS now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So because like back in the old days, I remember this too. They would just put the license sticker on the top of the PC with the key, and you could just technically take a picture of it. And
Yep.
Be
Hey,
good.
send me a photo of your license key. I just want to look at it real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
So like if you're enterprise and you're buying from like Dell or Lenovo, they'll store it somewhere there. But like retail, like they don't store it anywhere. They're like, hey, here's your CD or here's your sticker, you redeem it, and then it's stored with hardware ID.
Yeah.
Yeah. That brings us to the time where we ask Cody, what do you fuck with this week? Which is only slightly different than what have you done the previous week.
Yeah. More of the same.
I mean, since I beat, Lori is so happy that I beat Cyberpunk because I was playing it in the living room, and I was sitting there, and she's kind enough to stay there with me, but she hated the game. So now we're gonna spend some quality time together because I spent 60 hours there. So
Aw.
yeah, it's gonna be my week. Quality time with the spouse.
Quality time with Cody.
Nice. Davion, Discord.
Yeah, I'm going back to
Davion Jitsi.
Davion Jitsi. I'm going back to working in the office starting tomorrow. I still do Monday, Tuesdays at home, but I'll be back in the. I haven't been there since on my vacation 2 weeks. Austin's
Ooh,
Firefox
we have
died
2
again.
Austins.
We got double Austin.
Austin was
I don't think
kicked
I
by
can use
Austin.
Jitsi.
What's that?
It literally just crashes. I can't
That's weird.
close his Firefox. Like I
Classic.
don't understand what's going on. Maybe I'll try Chrome next
Try
time.
Chrome next time. Yeah, I'm using Chrome now. It hasn't had any problems yet so far. So
No.
Maybe that's why my connection is yellow.
Could be.
Oddly enough, we have not heard a snort yet. Right? I was talking like that snort.
I did at the very beginning before anybody else showed up, but I haven't heard it since we've all been here.
Okay.
Some of us have been here multiple instances.
Is Cody locked up or is he reading something? Oh, no, he's
I'm
not.
reading something.
He's literally like.
Yeah, another thing I'm messing with is our students come back on Monday and we have Legionella in our water system. So I have to work on sourcing 2,000 gallons of water a day from an outside source and distributing it to 14 buildings. And I have to
Oh.
figure that out in 3 days. So
Jesus.
I'm reading emails about that.
That's rough. Holy moly.
I can mail you a couple of 5-gallon buckets if that helps.
So I calculated it out. I would need 500 5-gallon jugs a day to make this work. I was
Jesus.
like, no, I'm just going to rent an 8,000-gallon truck.
Yeah.
I may be getting a truck soon.
Ooh.
What? Why? What?
My in-laws are getting a new truck, and they're not going to get shit for trade-in on their current truck. I was like, I'll take a truck, like buy it off of you, but
yeah,
I'll drive a truck. So I might be a truck guy soon.
Ooh.
Oh man, would you trade in or sell your?
I really would only sell because we have 2 Corollas, so I really would
Yeah.
only sell the one because I don't have enough parking spaces to have 3
That's what I was gonna
vehicles.
say, you're not
But
allowed-
I
like
may,
I can take the truck off their hands.
yeah,
And then you'll have what, 7 cars?
yeah.
I will have 4 cars.
I knew you had a couple.
What are you gonna do with a truck?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna borrow yours when I have to move.
She's gonna haul stuff.
When will that be?
I don't know. I've been looking for 2 years and nothing's happened.
I'll also be fucking with editing Drunken Arcanauts again this week because we don't have audio uploaded from one of the people, so I'll just use the backup Skype audio that I always have anyway, which I may be uploading to this if I ever edit and upload Helpdesk Nightmares episodes. I used to be really good about getting them up on Tuesday, and then not anymore.
then you took part in again 12 different podcasts and everything went downhill.
And now I'm knitting. Knitting takes precedence over everything.
Oh yeah.
So what other? Sorry to interrupt, but what other cool skills or personality differences are gonna rub off on you from Austin version 2? Like, are you gonna become a lot nicer?
Do you think he's nice? You haven't played Dead by Daylight enough.
Yeah,
with
that's
him.
true. He's nice when you're good at playing video games,
Yeah.
which I'm okay at.
We
So.
played the other day after, or maybe it was the day after we did IDK, or later in the day, and it was rough. It was a rough go at it.
Yeah, that was funny that day.
That was.
My son was cracking up. He's off to the
Oh yeah,
side.
we didn't have Austin for that.
Original Austin. It's probably
Wait, for what?
off in a different state or some
For
nonsense.
Dead by Daylight. It was actually so. If you do happen to want to play it, it would be a blast to play with all 5 of us.
Yeah, because then you can play Kill Your Friends, and we can do
Yeah,
a
and I-
custom game. When you do a
Kill-
custom game, you get every perk possible at the highest level. You don't rank up from playing a custom game, but you can at least try different builds of everything. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
My son said he would play with us if we wanted to
Nice.
fill in a 5th. He's like, oh, I would. Oh my God. He would probably slaughter all of us. But,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing right now. He just hopped into
Did he?
Dead by Daylight.
I can imagine he should be going to bed. Oh no, tomorrow he has no. He's got virtual tomorrow, but he's what do you call it? virtual, but it's like a partial day or some weird thing where they only check in with the teachers to see what work needs to be made up or something. I don't know.
Gotcha. I definitely did not mean your son, and I apologize if I accidentally outed him. I meant Austin
it's fine.
version 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I just like you're like he should probably be in bed right now.
He doesn't really have anywhere to go, but if he was playing, I wouldn't care so much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, hey, someone ratted you out,
Yeah, it was Cody.
My bad.
and then he'll kill you in Dead by Daylight.
Little old me.
Yep. I don't think I have the right outro on here, so we're just gonna end.
Just go.
Did you ask Austin what he was doing? I didn't.
I don't know.
Oh,
Did you
oh,
say
no,
anything?
we didn't.
Austin
Rude.
1.0.
Rip.
Yeah. I typed F in the chat for you the
Yeah,
last
so
time.
did I.
I've seen
Yeah.
chats. Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything going on. A lot of projects at work that I'm working on.
No car
Get
projects.
this. My car's being a little weird, so I'm just gonna clear the codes and just kind of drive it around, see what goes on with it. But
Like a true.
I think it's
car
just 'cause
owner.
it's cold. I mean, it's a V8, so I mean, it's gonna run a little rough when it's
Yeah.
super cold outside. So
Yeah.
I might
That'll
mess
happen.
a little bit with that. I'm gonna try to bring all my tools in from the garage and set up shop in the basement for the winter, so I can continue to make stuff.
Yeah. That's important.
Other than that, though, I am gonna start playing Escape from Tarkov.
Oh yeah.
So is that just a battle royale? I'm very confused.
It is not battle royale. It kind of seems like it because like you just drop in random locations and then
Is it like
you just
Rush?
fight people. Not really. It's exfil. So you can either go for an objective or you can kill people, get loot, and leave. But there's like side missions. So like you have to go to like a certain area of the map, do an objective, and then go somewhere else, do another objective, and then you get like a special item, and then you have the chance to go to your exfil location. So the exfil is basically just like, hey, stand in the spot for 20 seconds, you'll leave the game with all your stuff. If you die, you lose everything that you had on you. And you have loadouts that you build at the very, like, not even at the start of the game, but like you build like a class before you get into a lobby, and whatever you select from your inventory goes with you. So basically you just have this huge stockpile of stuff from everything that you've ever gathered, and you get to pick and choose like, oh, I want to bring 4 magazines that I have to load with like a certain ammo type, and then I bring the gun that goes with it. It's
What-
kind of complicated, but
What launcher is it on, or is it its own thing?
you have to buy it through their website.
Gotcha.
They made their own launcher. Kind of sucks, to be honest. Like you can only download it at like 3 megs a second or something like that.
I'm
And
sure they
it's
did it to make a lot more
Yeah.
money from it.
100%, but like still it's dog slow. Like I have gig internet and it took me like 2 hours to download a 4 gig update. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Wow.
It's an old game. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
2016.
I've been hearing about
Mhm.
it for a while, so yeah.
I feel like more recently I've been seeing it though. And
Because it just came into beta. It's been in closed alpha for quite a few years.
Like DayZ.
Yeah.
That was in,
seriously.
so freaking long.
Mhm.
Oh.
But
Oh, the other
I'm
thing
gonna be playing that, and then Cold War. I love Cold War right now.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm also fucking with WordPress themes because my work has a couple of blogs and I don't like WordPress, but I also don't have a good way to export and re-import to something else, like the year's worth of blog articles, so it's easier just to update a theme.
Wait,
but
so do you have a blog?
I don't. My work does. My work has 2.
Oh, I thought you said you have a blog. I'm like, I
No.
need to start following this ish.
Yeah, it's codysex.org.
Oh, good times, good times. And I didn't mean to like act like WordPress is gross. I just
Ugh.
don't know how to do any website.
I don't
edit.
either. Oh, I know how to do other web builders and basic HTML, but I had never used WordPress before, so it's fun, a fun adventure to learn.
WordPress is my go-to for making websites. It's so easy, and like there's add-ons and modules that you can drop in that make it a drag and drop website builder.
Yeah,
So it's awesome.
The only thing I heard about WordPress is just to make sure anything you have on there is updated.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like
You
if there's like a vulnerable plugin that you have on your WordPress site, you're gonna get, someone can easily.
Yeah, some stuff you can set to auto update, but this thing is the original page is so old that like it wasn't set to that, and some of the stuff's outdated. It never asks for anything. I just figured out how to force the pages to resolve to HTTPS because they weren't, but it doesn't take anybody's information other than like nobody's typing anything in, they're just reading. But either way, I forced it anyway.
So it's basically like a CMS
Yeah.
for your guys' stuff. Like you're literally just using it for that.
Yep.
Nice.
So there we have it.
That's it.
We had a viewer on our Twitch stream.
We were streaming just now?
Yep. Bonita Appetita.
That is a great name.
Yeah.
It's our newest fan.
They were on lunch and I gotta go back to work. Help desk shift until 1 a.m.
Oh, snap.
Wow, were we not responding?
I did.
Oh,
I
and then
tried to, and then
Austin, yeah,
Firefox
you were
crashed.
Austin, you were there, and you were there.
who is so in all seriousness, who's Bonita Appetita? Is it
I
like
don't know. It's just
Jake or
somebody who
something?
listens.
I have no idea.
He's gonna hear this, or she is gonna hear this, and
They're gonna hear
just
this,
gonna be like, my name.
I was on a show.
well, they just created an account.
In October.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not too bad.
Is it Mark?
but
No.
they
Chatting to
created
myself?
I did look. They created the account, and then they followed the same day. So they created the account to follow.
Just for
Hell
the-
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think we were streaming at that time.
Nope. For the longest time, we have not.
So like
Back in October, I thought you guys were, because you guys did the Halloween episode.
hold
didn't you?
on. Is it Austin V2? Hold on. I'm going
Oh,
to
wait, that's a
I'm
good.
gonna ask him.
No,
real
he's
quick.
playing Dead by Daylight.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
right.
He doesn't
but-
work in
but
IT
He
either.
has an alter ego, and he's just
Are
like,
you
We have to ask.
Bonita? Hold on.
He's not going to understand
Are
what.
you Bonita Appetita?
Are you Bonita Appetita? And he's going to be like, oh, "What are you freaking smoking?"
Cody, are you having a stroke? Are you all right? Do I need to call somebody?
Cody.
He'd be. I feel like he would.
He's
I
not
feel like
gonna-
he'd like call 911 and be like, "Listen, I know someone that needs help."
I have no idea where he lives, but you got to go check him out.
He just said what? W-A-T.
What?
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 No.
So I guess
He
not.
said no.
Bonita Appetita. Now I got.
Disregard.
That's so great.
Thank you.
Bonita Appetita.